Hello once again, and welcome back to Ychyfus, your Kung Fu film podcast. I am one, let's face it, the most good-looking of your three hosts.
Was that from the side?
The Crimson Stain. Over there is...
Well, still reeling from the revelation that you are, in fact, the Crimson Stain.
Yes.
All along, it was you.
Curses.
I'm more of a brown stain, and my name's Darren Jones.
Darren Skidmark Jones.
That's it. Yeah.
How about you?
And beneath, rising up.
Yeah. We have Rodney Shapes here as well. Back again.
There we go. He's the one who isn't a stain. He's the...
No.
He's a respectable member of society.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's why we entered this rehabilitation program led by Rodney.
That's
Yes.
right, yeah.
Because we want to regain our status.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Crimson and Skiddy
That's it.
back to the human race.
Crimson and Skiddy. That's funny.
I feel like I got off the worst on these nicknames,
Yeah, that has got
I know-
into it though.
I mean,
Yeah, Rodney Shapes sounds pretty cool. The Crimson
Yeah.
Stain sounds... Skidmark,
Skiddy.
he's like the member of the Bash Street Kids all the other ones don't hang out with.
I'm the one in Charlie Brown with all the flies buzzing around him.
Yeah.
Or the blanket. Is that the same one? The one with the blanket. Who's got the
That's him in it, yeah.
Yeah. That's me. And
Anyway.
your peppermint patty.
Apart
Yeah.
from all that, we are also still on a Wilson Tong kick, right? We did a couple of Wilson joints last time.
Yep.
And this time, they're still Wilson-y, and then a bonus remix, right, of one of the films.
Yeah.
So that's quite nice little mixes. So we have a period, and we have a modern day,
One
and then
day.
we have bonkers.
Yeah.
So we got the Young Avenger
Right.
from 1980, not to be confused with the Shaw film from 72.
That's right.
Followed up by The Bombshell from 81.
Yep.
And then, just for shits and giggles, Ninja versus Ninja from, I don't know, 87 or something.
That's right.
From
Oh, I know.
80 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so kick off with Young Avenger. So so I noticed there's a couple of versions on YouTube, thanks to the fantastic fan collection as usual. That's off them. I watched the subbed version.
Oh, you did?
Huh?
So is there how longer is it?
Well, the subbed, that's why I watched it, because the subbed one is 87 minutes, 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And the dubbed seemed to be about at least 5 minutes shorter.
Okay.
But I
So-
don't know what's missing because I didn't compare the two.
Well, I was told it was the cinema scene is longer.
The one where they go to the stag film place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're watching the cinema scene.
Oh, okay. So that's longer, is it, that bit?
That's very longer. Yeah.
And to be fair, that scene does look a bit fucking padded, actually, anyway. That scene actually is too long, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Is that
funny, though.
because of nudity, is it?
I don't remember there being nudity in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. There might not have been.
There wasn't.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
think. I think they were in knickers and those nice vest things that the Chinese
Yeah.
ladies have.
I think apparently it's just a longer scene, apparently. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. It's funny though,
Yeah.
that did remind me of, and something we're gonna have to do a show about at some point. But something that Toby mentioned in passing on one of the shows we did with him. He was talking about how in Taiwan, I think it was specifically southern Taiwan, is where they prepared hardcore versions of films by putting inserts into them, right? So
Yeah.
Rotten Llamas became Kung Fu Cockfighter. That Liu Jia Home for Intimate Ghosts became Mindfuck. Rather, what's there's something about a Cobra Woman or something.
Mm.
There's like a hardcore version of that as well, apparently.
Okay.
And this just reminded me of that. This is exactly the kind of thing you can imagine. Someone rocks up with a little traveling
insert.
cinema. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And it would have to be in black and white as well. And that would make it a bit classier.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We can but dream. Yeah.
Yes. So
and by the way, viewers, the hardcore special edition of Ychyfus is coming one day soon. We don't know when, but it's coming.
Well, it's
we
pending.
have to all get in shape first so we can take our clothes off to do it. And
yeah, we've got to do the Norman Tsuis cock exercise regime as performed in whatever that Jinping May film was we reviewed for the other podcast.
Right.
Anyway, carry on.
The filthy little Norman. After we went to all this trouble to speak very highly of him.
Yeah, and he goes and does that to me.
Sticking his Johnson in the ground the whole time.
Ah, but what a Johnson.
Naughty Norman, yeah.
Should have called him Johnson Tsuis, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Johnson Kern. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So this one stars Wong Yu.
Yeah.
Who was already a star at Shaw, right? It's interesting that in the middle of all his Shaw films, he makes this independent.
But he done a few indies, didn't he?
Yeah.
But this is right slap bang in the middle of the Shaw, isn't it? Shaw era for him.
Yeah, but I do think it's one of his best films, to be honest.
Yeah. So he's like he works at he works for a mortician.
Yeah.
But he's robbing graves.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at that. He's the lead.
Yeah. This is an odd film. I'd never seen this.
He's robbing graves in a cheeky way. He's not fingering the corpses or anything.
Yeah.
He's just nicking the jewelry.
But somehow he's
this
still
is not the Horg Butkerite episode.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he's still likable. He's still a likable character.
That's it. Yeah.
So you say that, but they do it. It's not just he doesn't just open the lid and takes out like he's fucking taking pliers to people's cold teeth.
But the thing is that that's just a comedy trope at this point. By 1980, that's everyone's doing that in ghost films, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know,
it's just funny how these lead characters they're not that nice, are they? Really? So you actually look at them, really.
No.
Yeah.
It's a cool. I like it. It's a cool character just because he's a proper anti-hero, isn't he?
Yeah.
And also on his way out, it seems especially disrespectful. He pisses in like urns, doesn't he? Which I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's not on, is it?
No.
I mean, I can get behind the grave robbing, right? Because they don't, they're gone, right? And they don't need their gold teeth. They don't need.
You heard it here first,
right?
Darren says I can get behind that grave robbing.
Yeah.
So grave robbing's okay.
It's cool,
right? especially if you're stealing body parts.
Right.
But yeah, because that's the coolest.
But
pissing in the urn.
And then saying, oh, how does it taste as well? Didn't he?
Well, yeah, and there's also at one point there's a man in there. There's a ghost in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, to your point, Rodney, yes, he adds insult to injury and piss by going like, hey, do you like that? Is it nice and salty, is it? He's a proper dick, this guy. Imagine you think your relatives are resting in peace and they're resting in piss, in fact.
I know. He's nicking stuff off them and then doing that.
Yeah.
So
by the way,
he's the likable lead in this film.
Yeah, that was uncalled. The urn pissing was uncalled.
Yeah, no,
It was,
they
yeah.
pushed the boat out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of
But, you know,
pulling body
but-
parts,
But also the ghost he meets has obviously observed this behaviour.
Yeah, for how long?
And in order to get him on side, manages to get his face inside of one of the urns.
I know. That's very creative.
So that
wasn't
that took a lot of engineering,
it?
didn't
Yeah,
it?
that's it. But like I said, mate, apparently he was a ghost. So
Yeah.
speaking of body parts, I have a mate who used to be a grave digger for a church, and he was telling me that because they had a limited amount of land, they had to reuse again and again and again. Plots have a certain time limit on them, right? So then when you'd dig up the ground, put a new coffin in the ground, you'd find old bones and things from previous tenants. And one of the things they would come across sometimes.
Sorry, can I stop you there?
Hi, Dozo.
Hello.
Ah.
Can you get me a skull?
Well, you're going to want something better than that. It's a shame you've quit smoking, because something that they when they do autopsies, sometimes they drill they drill the top of the head open like a circular part, it out so they can go in, and then when they put it back on, they use like some sort of thread or something to reattach it to the skull.
okay.
But that stuff rots away. So you'd find these skeletons with just the top of the skull, and they made the perfect ashtray.
Oh, ashtrays. Cool. Yeah, wow. Nice.
So he used to hand these out. He used to give his friends, used to request these skull ashtrays.
Oh,
that's mad.
Oh, I'd have liked one of them.
He didn't piss in urns and say,
no,
that's salty enough for you fellas.
No, he just nicked the top of people's skulls.
Yes, which is, that's all right.
That's fine,
yeah.
Like I said, body parts are okay.
Yes, there's a scale to things, right?
Yeah, but the other thing Wong Yu's got is he's got a little contraption, hasn't he? He's got a little toolkit.
Yeah,
like a little interchangeable multi-tool.
He's a Swiss Army blade, apparently.
That's it. Yeah.
Swiss
so
Army
turns it. Yeah. So it's like a hoe, and then it's a shovel, and then it's an axe.
Yeah.
And it's like a multi-tool. Yeah.
Which will
That's
come
quite original, isn't it?
later.
You don't see that normally in films, do you?
No. That was good. I like that.
It's quite a cool little gimmick. Yeah.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that would be important later on in the film?
No. Definitely helped him out, didn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, Chu Tit War.
Double Phoenix.
Yeah. He turns up as a ghost. We'll say up front now, just like all those war films where the ghosts in the lighthouse were actually Nazis smuggling guns or whatever the fuck. He's not a ghost. He's not a ghost. No. But oddly enough, his name is Bud Ming.
Bud Ming, yeah. What's funny with this film? He's obviously apparently not a ghost, but he's got that echo voice, which is not explained, is it?
No, exactly. Yeah,
and he sort of comes out in the dark, and he's got like a light behind him.
Yeah. Well, like Darren said, originally he's at the bottom of an urn being pissed on.
Yeah. I'm the same, but when he appears, like when he's standing.
Yeah.
Like a little light behind him, and it's like
that's
an echo voice. But
fair play to him. He does convince Wong Yu, who I don't like. I don't like Wong Yu. I don't like him. I don't like him as a performer. I don't like him as an actor. I've got an unreasonable dislike of Wong Yu, and I don't.
I remember this. I'd forgotten this.
Yeah, I don't like Wong Yu. Anyway,
you didn't like him in this.
Yeah, the problem is Wong Yu's good everywhere, right? He's a really, really good performer. He's a great acrobat. He's great at pulling shapes. He's okay at comedy, but I just can't stand him. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. Anyway, but
in the same way as you don't like Dirty Ho, even though everyone else
exactly. Yeah. And I've got unreasonable. No, actually, my dislike of Dirty Ho is reasonable.
It's not.
Oh, is it the comedy?
What Wong Yu's in that as well? Just saying.
I think we've.
Oh, with
Aha!
that massive
Here we
bandage
go.
on his head. That massive
Yeah.
bandage.
Yeah,
They kept
exactly.
getting bigger.
Yeah, just show it off. But I do quite like the fact that the ghost, who is not a ghost, does manage to convince Wong Yu for about half the film
Yeah.
that he lives in a hat in the daytime.
But he actually
Yes.
scared him into. He kind of scared him, didn't he, into it?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
But
Yeah.
I quite like the fact that that's just a fucking con.
Yeah.
Turns out
So
he's not a
that's-
ghost. He's just like got some cow pat on his face or something. I don't know actually
Yeah,
what's
got
wrong
eaten,
with
Well,
him.
no, it's
eaten by ants. He said.
yeah, but it's like
Oh, that's
scars, isn't it? Because they
Yeah.
chucked him. Choi Soo-keun and Wilson Tongs chucked him down a mountain,
That's
didn't
right.
they?
Well,
And
I
then-
posit there's a bit cut out where after the ants had a go at him, a cow trundled over and crapped on him. I
Up
think.
to him, yeah. Because obviously the backstory, he was on obviously another escort that was dodgy, wasn't it? Another escort, wasn't they?
Yeah,
That's-
Yes.
Now the thing is, look how dodgy that escort team was. You've got
Mm.
Chang Tao,
Oh yeah,
Norman, Wilson,
Yeah.
and Double
Well,
Phoenix. I mean, that's
you
going to
could-
end bad, wasn't it?
yeah. I mean, the minute you see Chang Tao on any team, you know
that's the
you're
thing.
on the wrong
Yeah,
side.
yeah, in an escort as well.
Yeah,
If you
money-
were going
there's money
around
involved.
shopping for looking for your envoy team, you'd no thanks. You'd step over to the next
Yeah,
showroom, wouldn't you?
the bunch of you are looking a bit fucking shifty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
we're just
shifty.
we'll go with the Lau Ka Leung
Yeah,
escorts, please. Yeah, because they're like traditional. You know, you lot are like
yeah. So
you
obviously they already planned to obviously do the job, didn't they? To steal the money.
Well,
and-
having said that, they're not taking players, the corpses, are they?
no,
To
that's
get their
true
gold
though.
teeth out. You know,
They just backstabbed their friend and threw him off a mountain. Yeah, but
yeah, that's all right. That's fair.
I,
You know,
it's fair to say,
I wonder who the real criminals are.
it's fair to say that a lot of the stuff that this group was charged with, looking after, ended up in the back of Del Boy's van, I think.
yeah, yeah.
So that's the plot, is that basically Chu Chitwu wants revenge, and his very circuitous way of going about it is think, oh, this grave robbing bloke who pisses in urns, he looks like a
Likeable guy.
likely candidate.
Yeah, it's a good option. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a stand-up member of society.
Yeah.
That's
He's
right. So
got,
he thought, well,
he's got a good moral compass.
Yes.
so in other words, I can't bother to do it myself. I'll get someone younger to do it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I suppose the thing is, Wong Yu is quite good at kung fu, right? But he also puts him through a training regime, of course, which includes. So I quite like this. Yes. Now, I challenge that this device actually is any fucking use at all.
No.
Oh,
but
well,
he
he's just
walks
he's just got a rope, isn't he? And he's just doing that with it, isn't he?
Well, he's
No,
Oh,
going.
he's got like this fucking
It's like a mobile,
box thing,
isn't it?
like a,
Yeah, he's. And he's
there's
like,
fucking wooden fucking box hanging off him.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks awesome, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
think it actually.
Yeah, but that's
is
all.
any
That's what he
use.
taught him, wasn't it? That's what he taught him in this film.
Well,
Yeah.
that one and pulling the jars up on ropes.
Putting the jars. That was about
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I like watching both of those.
Oh yeah. It's good.
Oh yeah. No.
And then
So
Wong Yu goes kung fu. It must be quite good then.
so not that we do number or letter grades on this
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
but if there are contraptions in training scenes,
Yes,
there is an extra star. You get
automatic.
yeah.
it's an automatic star
Yeah.
for contraptions in training scenes.
And even though it's probably an useless bit of kit, I think an additional star for any mobile, because normally you have to go to the thing.
Oh yeah, no,
I've
it's a
never
static
seen
one.
a mobile device. You can train anywhere. They should have had a
Anywhere, yeah.
montage with him on the train, on the bus.
Yeah, but that contraption was quite original, wasn't it? That was quite mad.
Yeah.
I tell you what it reminded me of was on the Fast Show when they had like the Orgasmo Gizmo.
That's it, yeah.
This is the Kung Fu Gizmo.
Yeah, it was quite original. That was. Yeah, it was quite good. Yeah.
So yeah, that was good. Extra star for that. And
Yeah.
So yeah, so basically he has to take it now. So it starts. So the first one is as the least known one to me, at least, was Tong Kang Ting. He's the guy in the Stag Film Theatre, right? That's the first one he has to take out.
Take him out, because he asked him to find out find out where he's working, doesn't he? So he finds out. He finds out he works in owns the cinema.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I didn't know him at all. I hadn't really seen him about.
I don't really recognise. I mean, I don't know. I might have seen his face about, but not like a major villain or anything. So it's just quite funny to see. Quite weird to see him with those stars.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
he's the one unknown. But then we got Norman Tsuis. Now this is a nice little fight.
Oh.
Cecilia Wong.
Cecilia Wong's in it as well. Yes, of course.
After the cinema skirmish, that cinema scene was insane anyway.
That was pretty good.
I watched that. I watched that. I think my whole family watched that film. With that scene in there, mate.
There you go. Yeah, maybe that's what's on the VHS. You never know. It could be.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that whole scene was mad to see in a kung fu film anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good example of this film's. I think the thing that makes this film is it's otherwise unremarkable, but it's an odd story and it's got all these kinks. It's got the shuttle thing. It's got the grave robbing. It's got the fucking mobile training. It's got a bit of porno theater. Yeah, Ghost.
Yeah.
It's like
what was funny,
kinks, isn't it?
You know, they were showing them, they're watching the film, and then the screen, the reels packed up, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they did a fight scene to make up for it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad cinema, is it? Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. Yeah.
That would be good if it happened at your local Odeon.
Yeah. Just jump on the stage and do a fight scene just to make before they fix it. It's just that was funny.
like that bit in Gremlins 2 when Hulk Hogan breaks the fourth wall and rips his shirt off.
Yeah.
Not Gremlins in the projection booth. Yeah.
And what's funny, the one you didn't actually kill him, did he? Because he let him off, didn't he? Then he fell and died.
Yeah.
So,
but I think, but from the moment he goes in the brothel, I think that's when the film switches.
Yeah.
That's when that switches up a gear. So then it's Cecilia Wong with the knives, and then it's Choi Soo-kyung, and then it's like fucking vengeance.
Yeah, I like what Wong Yu says to me. He goes, "Handsome guy, but a cool bastard." You know what he said that to me, didn't it? That was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched the subtitle. I didn't see that.
I did the subtitle, but there's some good one-liners in the English dub, I must say.
Well, funny enough, I switched to. So I must have watched about the first hour, and then I think I switched to the dub for the last action even.
Yeah.
So is it worth checking out the dub? Is it?
Oh,
yeah, dub's fun. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. It's really funny.
So had you not seen this one before, Clive?
No, I'd never seen this before.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd seen it.
No, it's first watch for me. I enjoyed it a great deal. I will definitely watch it again though with the dub because I had such fun with it. I can imagine if it's got a fun dub, then this would be a
But I've never
this
really
is one
watched,
time with a few beers, I think.
Yeah. I've always watched the dub. As a kid, my whole family used to watch that film quite a lot. It's quite a popular one with my mum and my dad in that. So
I think it's a bit of a fan favorite as well, isn't it? The Young Avenger. I get the feeling.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, I'm the one. I think I'm the one that likes this film least of the three of us.
Okay,
but I'm sticking to the positives, and something you never see in any kung fu film, to its credit, is sword versus a brick I found on the road.
That fight was excellent. Yeah,
sword. It's a fucking brilliant fight. Yeah.
Yes, obviously he has a good fight with Norman, obviously in the brothel.
Yeah.
And Cecilia comes
in,
and then
I just wanted to say about the Norman Tsuis thing as well. It's funny because we did talk about him. We did a couple of shows when he passed away and all that. But since then, I don't know if it's just because I've just been thinking about it a bit more, putting it on my radar or something. And when he turns up in this, I was like, fucking hell. I've been enjoying the film up until then. But it has to be said, it's when Norman Tsuis turns up that this catches fire. Like the fight he has with Wong Yu is
really fast,
fucking good.
Yeah, it's really fast as well. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm saying. Is as soon as he turns up, that's when the film changes. Yeah. That's when
Exactly.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
No, I
good.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And they got it out of order, I think, because obviously it should escalate, right? And they should have put the Qingdao one before, because it's not as good as the
he comes
choice.
after.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But that Norman fight was brilliant because he had the little traps, didn't he? He made, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, it's really good. Really good. And there's nothing wrong with the Qingdao or Kongdo one, but it's just it doesn't escalate, right? So it's like it's the wrong way around. They should have had that, then Norman, and then finally Wilson, right?
Yeah, because obviously Double Phoenix, he kind of said to him that you're good, but you're not good enough to beat him. You're not really, your country's not as good to get him.
Yeah.
What's he called? It's called Brother Ghost in this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Brother Ghost. That's
yeah. And then of course Wong Yu goes to the blacksmith and says, right, can you make me a contraption? And he does.
Yeah. Good old blacksmith.
I don't know why he didn't just fetch his old contraption, because it does look like the same contraption. He didn't really have to get the new one made.
Yeah. No,
maybe he left it on the bus.
He might have done, or inside of a corpse or something, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So obviously after the Norman fight, you sort of find that Wilson and Chang Tao are smuggling women, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's right.
Those big
in boxes.
Yeah.
In boxes. Obviously, no one. So obviously, everyone moving it didn't realise, did they?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wong Yu sort of goes, "Oh, they're smuggling women." He's like, "Wait, what?" And then he breaks up in the box, and they all run off, didn't they? So they didn't know.
Yeah.
All his Christmases came at once.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got to say. So as soon as it turns into the Wilson Tong multi-tool fight, that's some of the best fighting.
That is very, very, very
to fucking
awesome
that is
stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he was doing the old foot doctor bit, isn't he? He's stepping.
Yeah, so he's doing all the foot doctor, and then Wong Yu's doing the all the axe thing, and then the fucking spear thing, and
it was really. But the thing is, really. Well, I like the fight before he fights Wilson. You know, he's taking out the men.
Yeah. Because there's like 5 or 6 of them, isn't there? Yeah. And that's, you know what? That's what Wilson Tong, I think, probably does better than anyone. Is like a melee fight. So a fight, you know, like a gang
fight. Before the
So like a 3-on-4 or a 2-on-3.
Yeah.
That's what Wilson Tong is good at.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen anyone do a multiple opponent fight.
That's right.
As good
but
as
what's funny, obviously they stole all that money and ended up being worse criminals, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, obviously the other guy, he owned his own cinema, didn't he?
Yeah.
The other two were smuggling women, mate.
Yeah.
My bad as well, up front. I forgot to say that this was, of course, directed by Wilson Tong as well. And
yes,
of course, he did the choreography with someone called Wong Yu and
whoever that is. I couldn't find
him anywhere. And Yung Hwa assistant, and he's in it.
Yeah.
Music,
meaning, you know, Frankie Chan's LP collection comes into play again.
But what's that mad song? It goes wah.
Well, I'll tell you what some of it is. Some of it
that mad song.
It's Duck You Sucker, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
The whistly Sean.
Yeah.
That's Duck You Sucker.
And
then the electronic sounding bing bing bing, that robotic stuff. That's from that's Nino Rota's score from Fellini Casanova, of all places.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that mad music right at the beginning. It goes what? Yeah, that mad noise.
That's from the Nino Rota score. Yeah,
that's the new one. Okay. Yeah, that's a mad music, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, Frankie Chan did have a good record collection. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that counts as, you know, composer, but
likes his westerns and his horror films. Does Frankie Chan, doesn't he?
Yes, must. Yeah. Good time.
Yeah.
Oh, do you reckon he DJ'd as a side?
DJ Frankie.
Is he still alive?
Dude, Frankie Chan, yeah.
No, I mean, back in the day, I was wondering if he was.
No, I'm just saying that you can actually go and see like Fabio Frizzi gigs, right?
Yeah, that's
in
true.
London. So
I was wondering about,
you know,
because sometimes you watch these things and you recognize bits, right, from other soundtracks, but sometimes they've got layered sound and stuff on. And recently, you sent a link to me actually, Rodney, and I reposted it. There's a good interview on YouTube with Dennis Bavell, right? And he's talking about when they were doing dub plates and stuff, and sometimes they would, you know, it wasn't just that, they'd also layer things and have
on top of it,
add
things,
This is some of these kung fu soundtracks. They're not a million miles away from what they were doing with some dubs, right? Because
that's what I'm saying,
they're clearly playing records through some sort of FX box or something.
Yeah.
And then, so that would make for someone needs to make, I don't know, write some book or some kind of compilation or like, because that's kind of dub plate culture.
Yeah. And also
the
as well,
Kong version.
There's actually a post on there's a guy called Schemes, a DJ, and he actually was playing like break beats from old kung fu films.
Yeah.
But they always used to use the drum beat.
Right.
And I've even got Hong Kong TV. I'm going there again. But they've got Hong Kong TV shows. They use like the drum beat, the drum breaks on them.
All right.
That's quite interesting because obviously that's like early part of hip hop using the drum break.
Yeah.
But other TV shows they've actually got them in there.
Cool.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting because people have talked about, obviously there's obviously people like Wu-Tang and stuff were massively influenced by kung fu films and sampled them and stuff like that. But you don't often hear, well, I've started to think about it myself recently, is the creation of these soundtracks in the first place is some kind of studio wizardry, isn't it? It's like
I must say, I'll say, Bruce Lee's films always have the best music. Where he's training, there's a real good Bruce Lee films always have great music in them.
It's something to do with the era, though, isn't it? It's something to do with
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But what about that someone didn't fly over like King Tubby or somewhere to Hong Kong and he like did one entire kung fu film dub.
Yeah, but so from what you've said about the beats on the TV shows, right?
Yes, but actually the drum breaks.
What is the indigenous Hong Kong rap scene look like in 1983, 84, 85? What does that look like?
I think they were like, because I've seen some stuff where they've got like the electro stuff, the electro.
Oh yeah.
Well, I happen to be wearing an electro t-shirt today, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, Electro 4.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah. But I've seen some shows where they had, they're using like electro beats as well.
Okay. But I just wonder what the music scene is, because all we know is fucking canto pop and what's, But what was the actual? Because if that's in there, right, and everyone's watching telly, right, and everyone's listening to US stuff, right, what does that look like in, let's say, 85, 86, right? What does the Hong Kong hip hop scene look like in?
I have no idea, mate. I'd be quite interested.
But that'd be an interesting thing to find out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be super underground, I would have thought, but it would have been there. Yeah. There'd be
but I did see it. But there was a TV show that was crazy. It was Andy Lau. Andy Lau was playing Ice-T. I need to find that clip. It's insane, mate. And I actually shared it. I shared it on the Instagram. And the DJ loved it. Yeah.
I want to see Andy Lau's Ice-T.
He's on the decks, mate, playing Ice-T Reckless. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, cool.
I can also imagine a TV show in which Anthony Wong plays. What the fuck was that? What was it called? Body Count? Was it Ice-T and Motorhead?
Yeah.
But I must say, it wasn't the traditional TV shows. It's not the modern ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 70s ones. They had really good music in it. But it's just interesting they used the break beats in those shows.
Yeah.
And obviously, early hip hop is sampling the break beats, but it's just quite interesting.
But it is interesting. And the more you hear these soundtracks, and because I think the thing you pay attention, like at first you just assume, oh, they just stole them. But then when you start to pay attention and you see that they're actually kind of layering stuff or echoing it, or there's some thought gone into it, right? It's not just, it is ripping stuff off as well, but there's something. Yeah. Anyway, watch this space. Hopefully someone might do a really good, something or other
I hope
to
so.
investigate this. I'd love to see a doc.
Yeah, but what's
Yeah,
annoying now is I'm glad I've got some of this TV stuff before YouTube, because now when they show some of these TV shows on YouTube, they're all copyrighted now. So there's
Right.
like the
Yeah,
audio's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
annoying now. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
bad,
bit
isn't
annoying.
it?
Some of
Yeah.
these shows, they're in better quality now, but because of the copyright, they just removed the
You
sound.
can't hear the music. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it's a waste of time.
And there's
Yeah.
nothing more annoying than having, a minute and a half stretch without sound on a YouTube.
But you get it's actually fight scenes with no audio because
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
music.
Yeah.
What's the point of me watching it?
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
just
Yeah.
I really
annoying,
hope.
mate.
I really hope though it's Frankie Chan taking the piss, and it's him. That's my music. You've stolen.
He's done the copyright. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. How long have we got left? Do we have
Well, let's wind up this Young Avenger chat then. I mean, so first time watch for me. Fucking really enjoyed it. Another. So this one comes after Kung Fu Genius and Snake Deadly Act and Daggers 8.
Yeah.
And then after this,
so we're on the end of this.
Yeah, and then Wilson Tongs starts doing ghost films right after this, ghost nursing, and when he directs.
That's what I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. It's another one like the more you watch of Wilson Tong, right? The more emerges of just how much cool shit he did. I mean, proper. Yeah, I mean,
but that weapon,
but that weapon was brilliant. Fucking,
but that weapon, that Swiss Army blade was brilliant.
No, I love the weapon. Yeah,
the weapon was brilliant.
I wanna lay this because this is probably my least favorite Wilson Tong straight food film.
Okay,
this is my least favorite, and a lot of that I think probably has got to do with Wong Yu because I don't like Wong Yu.
Right. You even refused to say his name earlier. You hate it. You called him One Tat, doesn't it? You can't even say.
Oh, did I?
but on the Shaw Brothers films, he's actually he's called Wang Yu, isn't he?
Well, that's why he's got. Yeah, but that's why he's called Wang Yu, isn't it?
But are we calling him that, or because he's actually written Wang Yu on the credits?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the English spelling usually in modern releases is Wong, W-O-N.
Yeah, Wong.
But I think it's meant to be the same.
Darren refers to him as "fuck you," Eric.
Wong Yu's funny, man. I actually like him.
No. Each their own. I'm not criticizing. I just don't happen to like Wong Yu. But the one thing I would say about this, although it's weird, right? It's a weird ass film with all the ghost stuff and the revenge stuff and the gadget stuff. What I would say is it takes a long time to get going before you get proper fights.
Yeah, but it's fun before then, though. It's not like it's boring.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying it's boring, but it takes a long time to get going. So if you come in here for the kung fu, you've got to sit through it for an hour. You've got to sit through weirdness for an hour.
I like really a slow burn kung fu film. I have to say, I
don't mind it. I don't mind
it. I didn't really find it that slow though. I mean,
no, it's not. No.
I think it kind of ticks along quite quickly to me.
No. In terms of narrative, it is, but I think in terms of actual fights,
right?
Because in a comparable Wilson Tong film, not even another martial arts film from the same era, in a comparable Wilson Tong film, there'd probably be 3 or 4 more really fucking good fights before you even get to the cinema.
Yeah.
Right, and then from the cinema you get to the really good stuff.
Well, there's a few scuffles with the when he only goes to the gambling place.
Yeah,
and they rob him, don't they? Yeah.
No, that's right. But that's really brief though. So they're kind of really short fights. There's nothing kind of remarkable about it.
Yeah.
When are you pressing the button?
I've already pressed it, Darren.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So seamlessly from the conversation, we definitely didn't run out of free Zoom time for. We're done with Young Avenger, and now we're moving on to The Bombshell from 1981. Yeah. So what are we? So let's give some cast details then, shall we? Cast and crew.
Yeah.
So Ho Hung Ming is the director on this one, who I wasn't familiar with at all, really.
His only film, it looks like, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Top choreographer credit goes to Philip Cole, interestingly.
Hmm.
And
Wilson.
Wilson Tong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Okay.
you disappointed me, Rodney. I was truly expecting when I said it's the only film Ho Ho Ming made, you were going to jump in and say, "Oh, he's made fucking millions of TV series."
No, he ain't, mate.
No, I don't think he has.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. No TV input on that one, no.
Yeah.
I wonder who he is, actually. I have no idea at all. Like, there's nothing.
No,
Yeah.
it's random. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
wonder
so-
who sued him.
Yeah. So we've got a decent cast on this, an interesting cast on this.
Yeah.
Choi Soo-keun, typically Gamlung, is it? Gamlung?
Yeah.
Gallon, that's him. Yeah, sorry, I can't read my own
Or
handwriting, and I don't watch a lot of gambling films, so
Yeah, I
or
haven't watched that. I haven't watched that many either.
Talon Long. He's also credited as, and I think that's the character he played in Jumping Ash.
okay.
And I have a
Alright.
theory. I reckon do you remember that old TV series Callan with Edward Woodward, the spy espionage?
I never really watched it. I'm aware of it. I never really
No,
watched
I
it.
haven't watched that. No.
I reckon that might have played in Hong Kong. And therefore Galun renamed himself Callan Lung. That's my theory.
Oh, okay. It sounds good though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe.
Wilson Tong in this one again, playing
Yeah.
a rather fine fucking assassin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with those,
Yeah.
Fire
with
as well.
with those glasses.
Yeah. And the headband and the fucking what you call it?
Got a nasty blade in it, isn't it?
Yeah, what's it called? There's a name for it. Gurkha knife. That's what that is.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing his spiritual style again.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna get
about
to
that,
that.
innit?
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
I wrote down all of the cast members' names, but I couldn't quite work out who the bomber was.
Who the what? Oh, this is that's Hui Bing Yam,
Ah, right.
the
Okay.
cross-eyed fella.
He's
That's it.
creepy.
Yeah.
He's in
Yeah, I'm glad.
Cops
yeah,
and
what else is
Robbers
he?
as well.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
so
very
it's
creepy, very
plays that
creepy in this.
character in all his films. He's in the Imp as well. He's always like
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
a fucking nutcase, isn't he? Like cross-eyed.
Yeah, he's
So-
got a good face for it, though, hasn't he? He's got a good face for that.
Yeah. So it's a nice little hybrid, this one, I think. It's kind of predominantly a crime film, right?
Yeah.
It's mainly a crime kind of gang-ish film. And to be fair, probably not a very good one.
Well,
But
speaking of the gang stuff, I was curious if it had been cut at all, because they're not really allowed to show that triad initiation stuff, right? But there's a little bit of it. There's some of it.
A little bit. Yeah, it may have been cut.
yeah, that did look a bit jumpy. Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's originally that stuff was longer.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Although it is busted by the police, so maybe that's why it's shot. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it did look cut though. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it did. It looked a bit choppy. Godfrey Ho was in this somewhere as well. I couldn't actually spot him at all, but he's in there somewhere, isn't he? Yeah, he's
somewhere.
in there.
He wrote it with Kofi as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the origin of the Godfrey Ho, cut and paste.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get
unless
to
you
that.
know different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
So in essence, it's kind of a cop drama. Choi Soo-keun is the cop character. you know, he's got a police chief who's actually really nice to him, and Garlung is actually a slightly better police officer.
Mm.
And I couldn't actually work out whether Choi Soo-kyung is actually an active officer or a retired officer. I couldn't actually work out.
Darren, haven't you been listening? He's a fucking CIA officer.
Yeah, CIA,
Oh,
mate.
sorry,
no,
yeah, he's in the
that's
CIA.
This is Ninja. Oh, sorry, yeah.
CIA, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
I do like that scene with his son. You know when he turns up the stove, doesn't he, in the kitchen?
Yeah. No, that was to be fair, it was reasonably tense. So anyway, so Choi Soo-kyung's he's kind of just you know, they put all the fucking good cop elements in the mixing pot, everything, and then came up with Choi Soo-kyung.
There's a third cop as well, isn't it? Played by Kwan Chung. He's the one who gets killed along with his missus.
Yeah, he gets killed. Yeah.
Abbott White.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abbott White, isn't it?
And him and Norman were also in, we talked about before, Duel of the Masters.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Abbott White's a heavy shakes man. Yeah, we love Abbott White.
Yeah. But it's the action in this in general, apart from kind of the end, is largely gun tense bomber stuff, really, isn't it? It's kind of that way. So we're in kind of crime territory rather than food territory.
It's mainly like you know, just stabbing, chopping.
Yeah, rooftop shootouts and
rooftop scuffles. Yeah.
I gotta say, my critical faculties go out the window a little bit because I'm kind of a bit weak for. I love this era, early 80s, gritty, urban, running around rooftop shit. Like
windows breaking.
Denim, someone with a chopper.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, and this
something nostalgic about it somehow.
Oh yeah. And jumping.
Yeah. And this one's got an interesting soundtrack.
Oh man. I want to talk
great.
about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is just perfect blend.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
It sounds like the theme thing from Chips, doesn't it? It's like
it's so good. It's credited to Norman Wong Chi-hung. Now, how much of it is actually by him, I don't know, because obviously large parts of the soundtrack is the Tangerine Dream score from Sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. I did recognize something else as well, but yeah, there's a lot of cool, like almost all, there's a lot of incidental stuff. I was watching.
Is this the one with the Carrie music in? Yeah, it's the one with Carrie's in this as well.
It's a mad music.
And in the background of some scenes, there's like some kind of weird, like funky thing. And I was ignoring the action. I was just, what's this? This is awesome. Really cool stuff low in the mix. But no, it's hell of a soundtrack. Right. So
anyway. So Choi Soo-kyung, possibly retired, not quite sure, but like model good guy cop.
Yeah, family man.
Family man. Garland, also ideal cop, although he doesn't mind just fucking killing people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with that bloke.
Because there's like this,
with a knife.
There's like this kidnapper with a like it's like that scene at a RoboCop, isn't it?
Yes.
Where RoboCop shoots the rapist in the balls, except Garland shoots him in the fucking head.
But who does he shoot, Darren? That's the important point.
Oh, I didn't clock who he shot. Who does he shoot?
It's Xing Fui-on.
Oh fucking hell!
Was it?
You know, I didn't even clock that.
Oh,
it's Xing Fui-on.
Yeah, but I like how he shot him and he just goes to these guys. I'll just clean that up, will you?
Yeah,
exactly.
And he goes flying as well as he shoots him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Garland reminded me a little bit in this film. He's got that proper he reminded me of Cüneyt Arkın in those Turkish cop films. He's like,
I don't know.
He's like proper fucking just comes in and like Dirty Harry dialed up.
Yeah.
But he's not even Dirty Harry though, really, because he's also just a nice guy. So he's like just a nice guy, and he's like uncle to Choi Soo-kyung's kid.
Uncle, but he's quite serious about his job though, isn't he?
Yeah. But only
serious
but
about
when
his
he's on
shit.
the job, he's just like a merciless fucking.
Yeah, he don't mess
killer.
about on his job. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think this film gets interesting. I think with the introduction of two characters, right? Which is number one, Wilson Tongs' character, which is like the spiritual magic, Taoist magic, fucking
psychotic
Gurkha
killer.
knife. Yeah, and he is proper fucking psychopath, isn't he?
It was that bit where he had the fangs, didn't he? And he had those fangs on, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got like the goggles on and the fangs.
Yeah, that's
What's that about?
that's during the home invasion of the two white people, isn't it?
Home invasion and rape of
Yeah.
at least one of the white people. Yeah.
Well, one of whom is Hugh McCrory,
Yeah.
who apparently was a pro football player for the Hong Kong football team.
Yeah, and he appeared in this.
I love looking at the white people in Hong Kong films, especially in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, especially when they're trying to be sexy.
Oh yeah,
And the dubs.
She was quite sexy. I thought she was.
No, but there's something about like
yeah, she came through the door and she done that pose, isn't it?
Yeah. But
they behave in a way
called...
that no one in real life has ever behaved, right? And say things that people never say.
But to be fair, it's it's not their fault because they might be fucking Marlon Brando, right? It's just that they're being fucking dubbed.
Well, he's a good football player, apparently.
Well, yeah.
They should have had him in the Champions with the Yum Bio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's the first character that makes this film interesting is Wilson Tongs.
Yeah.
Gurkha knife, fucking Taoist magic, fucking psychopath.
Yeah, spiritual, yeah.
Yeah. And then the other character is Sam. Sam, the kind of PTSD-ish stalker incel kind of dude.
Yeah, he's definitely had issues, didn't he?
He had some issues.
A lot of issues going on, that boy.
I couldn't figure out. So he did actually have a girlfriend who died, did he? And now
I think it was an actress.
So you think he's just delusional from the beginning?
Yeah, I reckon he's just a nut.
Yeah. Not to be mean to him, but I don't see him getting a girlfriend, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Because didn't he have a picture on the wall, didn't he? And he put her face on it, right?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. But also he so obvious sign of mental illness in 1980s Hong Kong cinema is he wears dungarees.
Oh, that's that's true. Yeah.
So
there we go.
In Hong Kong, Hong Kong cinema logic.
Yes.
Boys wearing dungarees.
It's a little
bit mental. Well, right. See, I shouldn't have done that. I left a window open for Clive.
No, I'm just summing up in summation what you're saying.
Yeah. So in essence,
yes. Yeah. So also, is he when he's watching telly? Is he imagining?
That's his.
The bird he fancies always seems to be in TV shows in which she has a scene with another cross-eyed person, like to a certain. And then
he's imagining that she's with him.
Yeah, but then she's wronged, and then he gets angry, and then he goes out and kills that person, right?
But then towards the end, there's a weird thing with him and the actress, isn't there? Where she hasn't got a birthmark on her lip.
That's right.
The other one has.
Yeah.
So presumably he either did have a girlfriend, probably not, or fancied a different actress who maybe died.
Yeah. A bit confusing all this, wasn't it? A bit confusing.
Yeah. So, but nevertheless, he is when he's angry, we know he crushes oranges and kills people.
Yeah. Also, who the fuck taught a dungaree? See, Darren, I'm learning. I've used a synonym, which is less.
You're calling them dungarees now.
Yeah. So
okay, that works. Okay.
He's one of them dungarees, isn't he? He's on the dungaree bus. So
the minibus.
Who's teaching a dungaree to fucking how to use dynamite. This is not a good idea.
Oh no, not a good combo at all. Who
No.
taught him that though?
And this is the thing is that so the connection between everyone is this uncle character. So uncle looks after Sam, who's
This
the
is-
incel stalker.
This
dungaree
is
dude,
Fatso
right?
in Ninja versus Ninja, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's called Fatso, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like the opening scene. So the opening scene of the pre kind of credit scene is the police busting up one of Fatso's operations,
Yes.
and then he calls Wilson in
Yes.
to sort it out as an
Sort it out,
assassin.
yeah.
But as like a humanizing thing, he looks after his nephew,
Nephew,
who
that's right, yeah.
is Sam, who becomes the fucking Unabomber.
Again, same thing as giving a dungaree some TNT, right? Another thing, I reckon Fatso went to the yellow pages, and instead of looking up assassins for us, he
Acme.
accidentally went for fucking psychopaths, right? Because Wilson Tongs just turns up and just fucking kills anything in his path, right?
Yeah, he's quite
Although
funny.
he's quite nice to Dungaree, though.
He's nice to dungarees, yeah. But
Yeah,
no one else though.
No, well, that's because Dungaree's a fucking killer as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
So
But of him, isn't he?
yeah,
He's just got a few more, brain cells.
They're quite dodgy villains, aren't they, in this film, really, isn't they?
yeah.
No, it's an odd film, and plus as well, like, so when they have this clips from the TV shows, right? They're clearly made for the film, right? And you're thinking, oh, okay, whatever. You can just bang this out. You just do like a soap opera scene. Or no. They've gone to the trouble of making very bizarre fucking. There's like one TV show he's watching. Someone turns up on fucking roller skates with a wedding. And it turns into a wizard. And what the fuck is this show?
That reminded me. Yeah, that reminded me like something like Tommy or something. When like Anne Margaret's fucking a loofah full of baked beans. It reminded me of that.
Yeah,
that scene.
It was like I Dream of Jeannie, but I Dream of Jeannie that a dungaree would watch. It's like very strange.
Yeah, very, very strange. This is a strange film,
It is an odd film.
Very strange film.
Because then it sort of and eventually it kind of ramps up, doesn't it? And then we get a really fucking good rooftop fight, the only real fight in the film.
Oh, that was a good scuffle there.
That's good.
That was nice.
Yeah,
good.
Was good.
Really intense. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, and it's Wilson Tong. I mean, Wilson Tong is just
but
if he's on screen
and but you see that transition into modern day action. It's very it's good.
Yeah, it's all flips over the couch and like
it's all messy. It's quite messy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, Kofi doing the action with him. Also, the assistant director. But
this is the kind of film. This is the kind of film that he'd have been perfect in.
It's not in.
I don't know why he's not in it. Yeah.
Well, he's probably doing 10 films at the same time anyway. So
that's true.
That's true.
He probably couldn't fit this one in, could he? So
yeah. So yeah, I mean, and then obviously, Garland sorts out Wilson Tong. Is it Garland or Choi Soo-kung? Choi Soo-kung.
Yeah.
Choi Soo-kung sorts out Wilson Tong with the help of Garland, actually, because he shoots him off the balcony. I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people being flung off of fucking high buildings in this. And then we get to the fucking Unabomber crime bit, don't we?
Right.
Then we get to because like in the interim, Choi Soo-kung's wife, because Sam Orange Crusher Dungaree dude, has been bombing places and going out killing TV celebrities, and the next target somehow manages to be Choi Soo-kung's wife and child. Yeah.
Yes, they get caught in a department store bombing and end up in hospital.
That's it. Yeah,
The wife does end up dying.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wife, yeah, because so the kid's blinded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And death as well, it seems, yeah.
I couldn't work out if the wife was dead or not, to be honest.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah,
kind of
she
just
does.
that
She
kind
does
of
die.
got
She
forgotten
does
about.
die.
Did she die?
She
Yeah.
does die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she
they
just seemed
cover
like
the
she was in a
face.
coma. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
but
once the other policeman was trying to interrogate the kids when he's like, he's there like blind and all messed up. And he's trying to get info from him when he's still. And Norman goes, look, he's trying to rest. Yeah.
One of the strangest things about this film, though, so like we said, yeah, it progresses through and it's this kind of urban action, and it's not brilliant, but it's quite good fun. It's got good action bits, rips along at a fast pace. It's under 80 minutes. But what's really peculiar, I thought, was we have the final scene. They have to get the actress to turn up to stop dungarees from blowing up the hospital. Dungarees gets kicked out the window, explodes.
Yeah.
Bye-bye dungarees. You'd think, okay, good. And then there's like a quick coda where they go, there's a bomb being found at some other building. And they go, huh? And then roll credits. Like, they never get. So it's supposed to be like a twist ending, like there's one last sting in the tail. Dungarees left one bomb behind.
He left his mark before.
But they don't quite push it enough. Like, if you weren't paying attention, you might not even have noticed. I can imagine someone watching, oh, dungarees blown up, great. And then they miss that bit at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but
maybe they run out of money.
Well, maybe.
But I enjoyed the kicking out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was, I mean, that's almost fucking parody at this point. I'm sure it wasn't meant that way.
Yeah, this is quite a dark film, this one, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. I liked it.
But like I said, anything from this era remotely like this, Cops and Robbers, Two Phases of Law, The Savior, the Rodney U film, anything a bit like this, I'm kind of up for it. Even if it's not that it's just it's irresistible.
Still worth a watch, though. It's still worth a watch. All of them. Yeah. Very gritty.
Yeah, so this is from Verdul Limited Films, who also put out The Club.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Flash Future Kung Fu.
That's another strange one.
Very weird Kirk Wong movie.
Very weird.
And they also put out something called Dirty Angel, also with Wilson.
That's
isn't Flash Future Kung Fu Wang Wei's first directorial?
Yes.
Yeah, but Dirty Angel's got some good action in it.
I've not seen that.
That's good. I've got that somewhere. Some good action in that.
But it seems as if anything Vidal Limited, if that name's on it, it seems gritty crime of this era, worth checking out, right?
Yeah. I'll try and send that Dirty Angel out. I think it's subbed. I'll try and read that one out.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'd love to see that. I had to look about for it. I couldn't find it. But okay, there we go then. Now, but that's not the end of the story. Now, so this is interesting. I find this interesting, anyway, but then again, I'm a bit of a dungaree. So,
oh, fucking hell.
Ocean Shores. What happened on it? Did you spill some beer or something?
No, I don't know.
No.
No, I said, oh, fucking hell. It's something Clive finds interesting about a production company.
Oh, no.
That's what I was saying.
So this was distributed by Ocean Shores, right?
Yes, right, yeah.
So now we all know about IFD and then Filmmark doing these cut and paste films, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Ninja edits,
Bombshell, turns out Ocean Shores, as far as I know, the only time they entered the cut and paste arena, because they prepared their own version of the Bombshell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do, Darren, because you watched it, Ninja versus Ninja.
No, but I didn't know that Ocean Shores prepared it. I assumed they distributed it. The same as any other film.
But obviously I got confused, didn't I? Because I thought it was a different film.
Oh, yeah, because there's another ninja, which is a Filipino thing, I think, isn't it? Cut and paste. But no, this is not IFD. It's not film.
No.
I'm to your point, Darren, I suppose it could be another production company, but the only one on it is Ocean Shores, right? So that's, I'm assuming they did it.
I don't know. No,
If
with
anyone
kindness,
knows,
with
Yeah.
kindness, I would say I think you're probably wrong.
well, if anyone knows,
But, yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the only one that I know of that they had to go at.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there are a lot of films that you get that you can see that are older releases that are uploaded to YouTube or on VHS even, that have that Ocean Shores, that have that intro, that have that, you know, copyright Ocean Shores in like very blocky Amstrad type across it.
Right.
And those films are not made or in any way tinkered with by Ocean Shores. They're just distributed.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you have a look on the IMDb, sorry, the Hong Kong movie database, it also has them as production company as well.
Okay. Yeah.
has
No,
this-
I could be wrong. Yeah.
And because I don't know of, so the only other two is something called Ghosts Hospital
Mm.
from 1988. Oh fuck, we got to do this. It's got Bruce Lung in it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got that somewhere.
Oh, I don't know though. 1988, Bruce Lung. That's we're getting into comb over Bruce Lung then, aren't we?
Shaky Barnett era.
Yeah.
And there's another film from 1989 called The Last Duel, which apparently Ocean Shores are the actual production company.
Why does that ring a bell?
Well, you're probably thinking of, isn't Hard Boiled 2 also Last Duel? Film that was...
Isn't that Last Blood, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's Last Blood.
No, that's Last Blood. No, something else. Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Was Last Duel the title of that Arnie film that the Korean filmmaker made with Johnny Knoxville? Was that No. Was that Last
I
Duel?
can't remember.
The one with Arnie,
No.
the sheriff, and someone's in a cross.
No, it's something else. It could be something unrelated, to be fair. Yeah.
Oh, there
So
was
anyway.
wasn't there a Ridley Scott film called The Last Duel recently?
Oh, that'd be it. Yeah, it'd be the that's it. It's the what's her name from
Yes.
the spy film, the spy TV series, whose name I can't remember.
Yes.
Not Orphan Black.
Something red pigeon, red sparrow, red.
No. It was a TV show. It was on BBC.
Oh, the spy one. Oh,
Russian doll.
She's a Scouser in real life. She plays a Russian spy who's like a complete she's in it, and Matt Damon is in it.
Soviet Scouse.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good show.
Thanks for that, Clive. Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. Cool. Ta.
Any good? Any good Soviet Scouse?
Show's all right. All right. I haven't seen the last deal. I actually mean to see it because I think because it's set in medieval times and everyone talks with an American accent.
Yeah.
I think it probably got undervalued.
Oh, okay.
From cinematic terms. So
what Last Duel?
Last Duel, yeah. Yeah.
So you have seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
Anyway,
it's on my list to
we've
see.
strayed.
So I was just about to say this.
Yes. We've
gone off track slightly. Yeah.
We've gone down dungaree lane.
Well, we haven't mentioned a single carry-on film. Robin Asquith.
This is true. We're doing well.
Frankie Howard. We've done really well on this one.
Yeah, we got right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to Confessions of a Ninja, and yeah. So Ocean Shores put together this little package. Now this one opens with there's two ninjas. There's a black one called Thompson.
But you know.
No, he's the white ninja.
Yeah, but that footage, because you know when he's doing forms at the beginning, right?
Yeah. I like that.
But isn't that from another film called Black Ninja?
Ah.
Is it?
Well, I remember those forms before from that film, Black Ninja.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Yeah.
But hang on, wasn't Black Ninja a cut and paste thing?
Yeah, it's cut and paste as well. So you got cut.
So maybe it was the same. Well, I'll report back to you next time. I'll make sure I'll check. But that's nice catch if you're right, Rodney.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might have
yeah.
a double copy and paste there, mate.
Unless, are you saying the footage looked familiar or just the forms?
Just well, when he's doing the forms,
Yeah, because it could be the same bloke, maybe.
doing the same bloke, but he looks similar. It looks similar. So maybe
Yeah.
the different film, but I don't know. It looked similar.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what the White Ninja's called, but the White Ninja, he's hanging out. He's joined an international crime ring,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're looking for some lost
Some
videotape.
ninja books.
So
Ninja logs, wasn't it?
yeah, something like that. So they've
Or
sent
ninja
someone to Hong
files.
Kong to find Fatso from the other film.
Yeah.
That's right.
And in this version, Norman Tsuis, this is why you're confused, Darren, is a retired policeman, but now a CIA officer.
No, he's CIA.
Officer.
Yeah. He's
CIA,
CIA.
in this version,
Yeah.
And what there's a bit I particularly enjoyed in this, where one of the international crime ring is sitting at his desk watching Bombshell on video.
Yeah.
While a ninja stands next to him and he's having a bit of a chat with him. Brilliant.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was
good.
Because because surveillance technology in 1981 was not such that it could be like beamed.
I think that was a little in joke there, surely.
Yeah, they're clearly taking the piss, I think.
Yeah.
I think we maybe don't give them enough credit that they knew.
I don't know. No, I know they know how to take it, but yeah.
Also, I love ninja. What I love about ninjas in this universe as well is they're exactly like masked Mexican wrestlers. They're always in character, right? They never do their shopping dressed as ninjas. They go to the post office dressed as ninjas.
And also, why is the bad white ninja always a businessman as well as
yes,
it's always about his business.
Well, he's got a good job title. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyway, as you'd expect, you get the best bits from the Bombshell and then an occasional bit of Ninja Bollocks, which is, to be honest, nothing special.
No.
And then when we get to
very occasional as well. It's not a lot of
there's not a lot.
Inserts in this.
The running times are very close as well. There's not much missing.
Bombshell,
and then at the end, after they've kicked dungarees out the window and there's no extra bomb scare bit, they say something else. And anyway, so then we get a final 4-minute ninja versus ninja. Oddly enough, Thompson, the black ninja, in this last scene, suddenly has a Jamaican accent, which he didn't have before.
Yeah, I spotted that. Because he starts off
strange.
He starts off from like so he starts off.
But that might have been his real accent, mate, and he held it back.
Yeah, but he like at the start, it's like he is very obviously from certain bits of New York, like Harlem,
right?
And at the end, all of a sudden,
he might be from Brooklyn, mate. He might be from Brooklyn. There's a lot of Jamaicans in Brooklyn.
No, you're right. You're right. There are.
Yeah,
I'm wondering about this because they might do this in New. I don't know because like in some parts of South London, for example. You'll get like second generation kids just talking like normal South London, and then when they switch to Patois, they put on the accent, right?
They will switch it. I mean, look at the film, The Firm. Remember The Firm?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Well, I noticed as well.
It was a switch. He would pop a Cockney in and the switch and go back.
But, Dennis Bovell does it in that interview online as well, doesn't he? When normally he spoke in his regular accent, and then when he switches to Patois, he does the full accent.
Yeah.
I just like, so I'm wondering they might even do that in the States. I don't know. It's like second generation Caribbeans.
Maybe. Yeah, from Brooklyn. Maybe.
So maybe Thompson is from Brooklyn, and it's quite legit that he suddenly switches.
It just slipped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because obviously my mum does it. My mum does it all the time. She kind of switches.
Right. Is she a ninja?
My mum comes in quite young.
Maybe when she's angry.
Yeah.
Maybe when she's angry, because Geraldine, when she's angry, gets really Welsh.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because you haven't met Geraldine, but there's Geraldine. Hello.
Get her angry so she sounds Welsh.
Yeah, she's actually just happened to have popped her head round the door.
Right.
What? Geraldine's showing me something on her phone. What are you showing me? Oh, okay, lovely, thank you. So I was just telling the podcast that we are recording right now how, under normal circumstances, you sound quite English. I know. But when you get angry, you get all Welsh, don't you? Yes. Say, I know. Yeah, okay. You can go to bed now.
I can tell she appreciated that, Darren.
Yeah. No, I know. It's lovely. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, I'll see you shortly.
This was the cut and paste version of the podcast with Geraldine edited in.
This is the raw footage.
Geraldine appears to have got hammered on wine downstairs while I was recording the podcast, and came in and showed me a song that we like on her phone.
Okay.
I was guessing it was a picture of a kitchen.
No, sorry. It was our wedding song. Yeah, I was going to reveal anyway. Yeah. So are you going to be on the podcast, or are you going to be off the podcast? There we are. So, I'd love Geraldine to come on the podcast. But anyway, Geraldine happens to have got hammered on... Just go on. I'm going to have to whisper. She's got hammered downstairs, and she wanted to come in and show me our wedding song. That is a lovely romantic song.
Oh, okay.
But she was feeling, she's feeling like she wanted to do that, even, So she's very welcome to do that, but she wouldn't come on camera. But anyway, Geraldine's drunk, and she did agree with me that she does get Welsher when she gets angry.
Angry, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, moving back to Johnson and his switching accent, maybe that's why Johnson switches his accent. Maybe he got really angry.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or you just got a different dubber in.
But also, I mean, the businessman ninja got so angry he divided into 6.
And had a Welsh accent.
And had a Welsh accent. That's right. I don't know what that accent was, but yeah.
Anything left to be said about ninja versus ninja then?
Well, I think we've covered everything on that one.
I mean, to be fair, of all the cut and paste things, there's not that much to say about it really.
Nah.
Different from the original. You can enjoy. I think they're both legit ways of enjoying the Bombshell. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And
more or less the same.
Same, yeah. And then the ninja action is actually quite good, though. The actual fights are quite good.
The ninja, especially at the start. Actually, the shapes he was pulling. I hadn't realised you'd seen that elsewhere as well. So
yeah, but it's just I think it may be the same guy, but the forms look really similar. The form,
but it was also too funk, right?
Yeah,
There was also rather a large amount of funk in the shape pulling, and I'm
good.
Always here for that.
Yeah. So there we go. Young Avenger, Bombshell, Ninja vs Ninja. Nice little lineup. I quite enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a question, and it's a kind of a what's the word? A fan theorying forum on Wilson Tongs, right? If you look at his performance in this, and probably Snake Deadly Act, a couple of other things he's been in, I mean, Hong Kong cinema really missed the trick with villain Wilson Tongs, didn't they?
Right.
I mean,
because I think he could have been like a a Wong Lung Wei or an anti-Wong even, or
I mean, look at Shaw Brothers. They didn't. What they really do with him in Shaw Brothers?
Nothing. Yeah, he's always supporting player, And,
but he
and
was
Samo
never-
as well. I mean, he's always supporting Blair and Samo.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
he was never like a main villain, was he? At Shaw's.
I tell you what he reminds me a little bit of as well, and this might have just been because I happened to see another film with this guy in recently, but in American cinema, he's smaller, he's not big, but he plays this, like when Wilson Tong turns up and he's just like this nasty piece of work. He reminds me a little bit of when you see William Smith turn up in films as like the bad guy. Like he's always like a little bit more psychotic than necessary.
Yeah,
He's got that kind of vibe going on.
Yeah,
And I wonder how much of it is him bringing that, you know. Like because it seems like a coincidence that he's always such a little psychopath. So I reckon it might be him.
Yeah, it's like him in the victim, isn't it? He just turns up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just there's no reason for him to be there.
He's just there for he's just obviously just come for some endings.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, apparently they needed a chiropodist.
Yeah.
There was a lack of chiropodists in the victim.
So they needed
so we needed exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, he always has that kind of sinister role. It's very
but not always. I mean, so, you know, he's done a few bits and bobs where he's been positive, but
they're not as memorable.
But neither has he really found his villain. You know, he's never done a Snake and Eagle Shadow. You know, which is kind of where Wang Jiangli got mean. You know, I'm sure Wang Jiangli was always going to be mean, right? But like, he's never had that moment, or he's never had that kind of
like a showcase.
No, he's never had a villain showcase because he's always been on the kind of budget end of cinema. Right?
I tell you, he reminds me a little bit. Actually, it might be better than William Smith. That I always forget his name. The bloke who turns up and does Warriors, come out and play.
Oh, that actor.
He's a bit like him, isn't he? He's a bit like compact, weaselly little fuck.
It's just the face, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you saw Wilson from a distance, he wouldn't think he was that intimidating, would you?
No. But in the bombshell, he's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
In the bombshell, I mean, Wilson is fucking. You would not, because he's like, you don't know what this fucker's gonna do.
He's quite stone cold in that one, isn't he? Yeah.
Definitely.
He's a bit like, you'd be walking down the street, Michael Chan Wai Man with a dodgy haircut would be walking towards you. You'd cross the street towards the kindly Wilson Tong, going, oh, this is bad. And then Wilson Tong would suddenly just stab you in the fucking stomach with a shiv.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he's got a very sinister look to him. Yeah, but I did like the transition he went from traditional to modern day, though. It's a pity he didn't do more of the modern day. Like even in the club, even in the club, he was very intimidating in that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Really real.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
I think there's a couple of bits we haven't seen with Wilson Tong as well. I think there's a couple of bits.
Well, we can always return to the Wilson well.
Yeah. More to look at. Yeah.
Well, I think in many ways on the Ychyfus podcast we've got some favourites, haven't we? Right, Robert Ty is a favourite of the podcast, right? And we will probably quite soon have seen all of Robert Ty's films, right? And I think Wilson Tong is kind of on the same.
Yeah,
the same level of fondness.
Yeah, keep coming back. And Norman Tsuis is getting on that roster as well, isn't
it? Well, but that's a larger filmography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, but now we shall put this to bed. Next time on Ychyfus, it's an all dungarees special.
Heart of Dragon.
Yeah, pure Levi's denim, mate. Yeah.
No dungarees, no surrender.
No.
Into the dungarees.
The clothes of denim.
Yeah. Dungarees of death.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice one.
Done.